other worlds out in fantasy here with ProTinkerToys. Here to bring you Robogear, the board game that they sell, that my dad sells and all that. And this is one of the models, the Spider, and we're gonna go through this today and show you how to assemble it, the model, what you need. What's great about these models is you need very little glue. Actually, with these guys, with this guy, none. It's all snap-on, and the reason why is because a lot of these robots can interchange to make another robot if you want to use a different robot or not. But mostly what you need when you have a model is you need, the models come in a thing called the sprues. This is a sprue, and they're clipped, they're still on the sprue, and you gotta cut it. So what you need is a clipper like this. They make hobby ones. This is a Citadel one, very fancy, or just get a cheap one from a hobby store. And when you cut, you want to cut the flat end with the side. So if we take the legs, for instance, the torso, you want that flat end right there. And it cuts nice, and then there's less flak, because if you notice there's a little flak. Let me see if I can get better. Nope. But what's nice about the flak is you can take a normal hobby knife or this fancy tool that you can get. I don't know the exact name for it, but it's what is it? Oh shoot, I forgot. But it helps get this out without doing any terrible damage that a knife would do, and it won't cut you if you're worried about that. So yeah, let's get started. So we'll open this box, show you guys once again what's in it a little bit. We'll get the spider out. So what's nice too is because this is a hobby that you paint, they made the models two different colors, the plastic, two different colors. So if you don't get to painting them right away, you can just put them together and start playing, and you'll know. So here is the instructions for the spider. I got another one here. We'll put that there. And then this is a mission for the game. We don't need to worry about that. Let's go get the spider. And we'll go through this too at the end after we build the spider. But if you notice right here, so like this is a tan color. Helps to and then you have a gray color. And this is the spider right here. And one sprue, this is all you need for the spider. You can see it. Yeah. For one of the spiders. And we'll just go ahead and do it here. I can show you the instructions really quick. So this is the instructions. They give you a few paragraphs and words. That's about it. And then just squiggly lines. It can be hard sometimes to, and the only thing that really needs gluing is this unit, this trooper, which we'll get in later. We'll just work on the spider. So yeah, let's get started. As you can see, it's gonna look like this. And another thing is, because you don't glue it, these get to move around. Just adds a little more to the battle, the realisticness. So you can move this around in the battle. So instead of moving this fighter around, you can just move this and then boom, fire. So let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and take these out. I'll show you really quick. We'll start with the guns, and I'll show you how to get these guns together, because now you can, if you want, you are more than welcome. These aren't very detailed as much as like a game called Warhammer is with the sprues. It's a very simple game to put together, to play. Very, very basic if you just want to get into a model game. Now, this isn't all there is to the gun. So make sure you don't do that right away. And you also gonna need this piece for the gun. This is the trigger. And if you notice, I'm making sure I don't cut. Let me show you what I mean. Alright, so this thing right here, this tiny thing you're gonna need, but make sure you cut, when you cut it, we'll cut it now, cut at the tip of that ball, and then the bottom piece right before it goes in a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to and this is for the turret, and we'll show you that later. And then this is the other thing, the other trigger. Alright, now I get this off. Now this is something I want to show you, is that little thing that wasn't connected. Why is my camera terrible at zooming in? This is weird. It's frustrating me. That thing, that piece, that can be taken off. There's no reason to have it. But this is important. You want to cut this piece off, and make sure you cut that really nice off. And I'll show you really quick. We need one more thing from the package to finish that gun. It's right in here. It's the dice and the bullets and the spring. That's the unique thing about this game, is the spring and the real bullets. So we're gonna need 2 springs. And then let me show you what I mean. So we're gonna do this, put this here. This connects to the bullet, the gun, like this. It's like that. So, oh no, that's backwards. Goodness gracious. I want to start on this end. It doesn't matter what end you start on. But before I put the spring on, I'll show you right here. So if this piece, this little piece that I told you to cut off, sometimes it's big enough that it won't let this go down. So you just want to cut that down just so it can slide up. Knife is probably better here. I just like using this thing. So if you use the knife, you get it down like this. So yeah. Now, before you put it together, you put the spring right here. Boom. Don't worry about putting it like this. That won't do anything. Doesn't matter. What matters is if the weapon works after putting it. So it's gonna attach to that little piece, that, like this. Boom. So it's in the middle. The spring, the latch, see that little latch? That's where the bullet's gonna hit. Gonna connect with it. And these are the bullets. Best thing is to get one, and if you notice, so let's show you right now. So the bullet goes in. Oops. The reason why the bullet goes in, and it's gonna click right there. See? And then you fire. It's really cool. So that seems like that's good. Before clipping it all the way, again, no need for glue. It's a very simple model game. Don't clip it in all the way, just in case something came loose or didn't work. You should hear a click. Boom. So it clicked in, and then try to shoot the bullet. Boom. Shoots. All good. That's one bullet for you guys. One gun. Awesome. Now you get the other one. And some detail, if you are very anal about detail and you want to know. So right here, the sprue I cut right there. That thing, you can actually cut out because that's to get more detail out of the gun. When you want to paint, you want to prime. So you might want to take a knife to do more detail to it. It just adds another thing, but yeah, you cut that in and it's just square. I'll do it right now. See what I can do. Yep. And they all have that. So see that, how that sprue goes inside that. Yeah. So it's kind of hard to get that. So you just cut it here and then you take care of the rest later. The reason why you have this tool is to make it more nice. So if you really don't like that little notch, I don't know why it's not focusing. Huh. That's a forced. Anyway, if you don't want that piece, you use this thing or just a Zacco blade is fine, and it just helps. Or a file, that's what I was wondering. You can get files for modeling too, that helps out. Sands it down, makes it nice, so then you don't have just random ugly pieces sticking out, plastic pieces sticking out. You can cut that out anytime. I guess the only pieces, if you really weren't worried about the gluing and all that, the pieces falling out, I would maybe these, but I recommend not to, because that's defeating the purpose of the game. Which usually I like magnets, so I like to model, I put magnets on my models. So I actually do like this idea of clipping and taking off. Then I can interchange stuff however I want. So that's really cool about this game. So yeah, I'm gonna put this up. Put it in. Spring goes in like this. Double checking, just showing you. Ooh, I didn't do that. See what I mean? See that little notch? See, it's not gonna move unless I cut that piece. So I'm gonna take that top. Yeah. And I'm gonna go a lot feel. So. Boop. And then I closed it all the way. I'm pretty confident. Yep, it clicked. It's in. File. Kaboom. Look at that. That's awesome. So now we got these two. The next thing on the list would be this part. So you have these tiny things that will go on this thing. Now this is, you want to keep this. Underneath is the sprue. So don't try to cut unnecessary plastic. It's actually important. What's nice about, what's easy, what this is it holds the gun. So you put one side in like this, and then you put the other side in like that. Clicks in, and it moves the gun. So then you put this on this side, the bullet. So this is the back of it. This would be on the back side. So the bullet, the gun will be facing this way. So this is, boom. And then it moves up and down. This is another important thing because you want to move it. You want to be able to shoot, fire wherever you want because this is real bullets. And then let's hit the body next because there's some important things about the body that will be frustrating if you don't know about. So click this off. This piece is pointless. There's no point in that. That's just part of the sprue. There's two pieces hanging. So you need this. You're gonna need this. Okay, right here. This bullet. So I'm not right there. That's not where I'm hitting. I'm hitting right there. Right? Alright. And then you're gonna need this. I'll show you in a bit. And you can build the pilot too. We can build that. I'll build all the people in a different video. So this is important because you need all 4 of these pieces. Well, you need these 4 pieces. This piece comes into play with this ball piece. This small piece will go hooked up with this, and it goes under the spider. And because there's no gluing, it goes under here like this. Clicks in like that. Now, before you forget though, is you have this thing, no gluing, so it needs to go on too like this because it's not enough room. So the best way to do it is kind of go in like this. Okay, that's good. Then boom. Hold it, get it in, tight. Lift it up. Boom. So that's the That's the head. And then you have two small pieces you want to put in this piece and this piece. And these will go like this. Now, if you want to, you can obviously glue these if you want. I don't know if there's another robot that utilizes this in a different way. I haven't looked much into it, but better safe than sorry to not glue it. Wait, did that make sense? I don't know. So yeah, that's that. That's this part. Now let's do the body. This will be very quickly. The legs, we'll just cut these really quick. Boom, boom. There's two for each leg. There's two connectors to the sprue. They should fall out. So. And you can do this in any order. You don't have to do it the order I'm doing in it. I'm making it. You can cut it, slap it out, cut them all out, and then you can shave off the ends, make it look nice for when you want to paint it. And then we're gonna get these out really quick. So you got 6 of these. So these also, if you want, because these leave kind of some flack that can be cut. No big deal. Okay, so that's all that's on the sprue that you need. It's all gone. You can throw it away, use it for building material when you build terrain or anything like that. You can use the sprues. It's just plastic, whatever. So you put these things in here. Oop. And that's what I get for just cutting them and not really seeing where they're landing. Anyway, I'll find the other one. Anyway, so then you have the head goes right here. And then the gun goes here, and it's just a snap-on. Goes in here. Gotta be careful, you don't want to break it. Boom, snaps in, moves around, really cool. Now the legs, there's 3 legs. Ah, there it is. There's 6 legs, but three as in, there's 3 that look different for each side. So these 2 are the same, these 2 are the same, and these 2 are the same. You can put them in any order you want, obviously. They just click on. I'm putting the long legs up front. Snap it in. Boom. putting the medium legs in the middle. Oh. Ah. And that's the spider. Easy peasy. You gotta make the pilot, and then the pilot goes in it too. Important to the game. And that is how you make the spider. Now, since we're here and we're just talking about the spider, let's look at the stats of it. You got the spider. Point cost is 70, so a nice cheap robot. To use short range, medium range, long range. So short range, that machine gun is super strong. So you want to get close to get the most damage. Then you have the real firing weapons, the ones that you shoot. You have 6 bullets that you can have. Once you get down past 1, you can't fire this weapon anymore. 6 is actually more than average. Usually 5 is as most as you get. And 16 health armor, and starts with 5 resource points. So just a pretty average robot to have in your army. I definitely bring like 2 of them in, getting each other's back. Health is average, so just an average robot to have in your army. Yeah, so keep that in mind. That's how you build the spider from Robogear. So I got 2 spiders.